It's that nerd Ryan here. Welcome to our review of vintage Star Wars. So last week we did Ewoks Battle of Endor. Week before that, or time before that, we did Ewoks Caravan of Courage. We did cover the holiday special, and we covered the original Clone Wars. So now we're starting Droids. I'm going to do Droids episode by episode. I just find it easier that way. Obviously this might not be a weekly thing. If something comes up for Star Wars, we're covering that over this. But I just figured it would be fun to watch some vintage Star Wars. So Droids takes place pre-episode 4, and it's created pre-episode 1. So this is kind of covering what life was originally supposed to look like before A New Hope, which is kind of funny to think about because it's a completely different world than what we actually have for Star Wars, or a completely different galaxy than we actually have for Star Wars. So basically what happened is, the premise of the story is C-3PO and R2-D2 were bought by a smuggler in between whoever their last owner was, who is not Anakin Skywalker or Padme Amidala or Leia Organa or anything like that. This is, again, completely insane, or completely different, and they end up getting ditched by that smuggler and picked up by some racers. So the racers promise that they're going to kind of keep them in and make them their crew and stuff like that. Obviously it's all friendly, it's not like a slaver sort of thing situation. But speaking of, we do have a gang who I believe is kind of supposed to be slavers, who they accidentally wander into their territory about. And we get the gang attacking the garage and abducting one of the brothers. I believe his name is Jord. I mean, we'll get to know them more as we watch the show. But Jord is captured by this gang and threatened to get beat up or killed for seeing what he saw, which he didn't. We also are introduced to another character that Rey's original design is inspired by, of her covered face and everything. Forgot her name too. Obviously we'll learn these more as we watch these episodes, but they end up going in to save the brother. This gang is really focused on using droids, so they're able to infiltrate using 3PO and R2-D2. They end up saving the brother, and we get to see kind of what the premise of the show is about. So obviously this was a kid's show. It's the same animation as the holiday special animation, which I heard that Boba Fett shows up in this anyways. So yeah, it's the same animation style, and Anthony Daniels returns as C-3PO in it. We do get a mention of Jabba the Hutt, and we do get to see a lightsaber, so it does have those Star Wars elements, but it does have the feel of an 80s cartoon, kind of like Transformers, where it's obviously prioritizing toy sales over everything, which is completely fine. That's how they made every kid show back then, which makes sense. That how do you market your items? You make a show. And I do feel that a lot of shows nowadays are still that way, obviously. But yeah, this was definitely a jump on the Transformers, G.I. Joe, He-Man idea of let's make a show to sell some toys. I thought this first episode was pretty good. I will be honest, I did have it on as background for a little bit while I was editing videos and stuff. But the lines of dialogue and getting the glimpses was pretty good. Obviously I'm going to stay more focused on the other episodes. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that nerd Ryan, signing off.